Hey guys, welcome back to Wonder Off-Road. Today, we're diving into a topic that every camper, overlander, and weekend warrior has to figure out: how to pick the right tent. There's a lot of options out there, from ground tents to rooftop tent setups. If you're just getting into it, it can feel overwhelming. But don't worry, I'll break it down step by step so you can find the perfect tent for your budget, your rig, and your next adventure. All right, let's start with the one everyone thinks about first: budgets. Your average tent can go for around 80 bucks for a basic ground tent, all the way up to 3 grand for a more high-end rooftop tent. The trick here is figuring out where you fall on the spectrum. If you're new to camping and just testing out the waters, don't drop thousands right away. A good quality budget tent can get you outdoors and learning without breaking the bank. But if you know you'll be out in the elements a lot, investing in something more durable will save you frustration and maybe even your trip down the road. Next, you gotta think about what you're camping out of. Truck owners, you've got options like a truck bed tent, like this one right here. Or if you want to step it up with a rooftop tent mounted to a rack, a truck setup can be compact, quick, and rugged. SUV campers. Rooftop tents are a popular item as well here. Ground tents can also be an option too. Car. Ground tent may be your choice when space is limited or you're just starting out. Trailer setups. This gives you the most flexibility. You can go from a ground tent, a rooftop tent, or even build a full annex off your trailer for extra living space. The key is to match up your tent to the way you actually camp. Now, let's break it down by skill level. Beginner, you're just getting into camping, so a ground tent may be a great option to start off with. It's not going to break your bank and you'll be comfortable at first. So look for something that goes up quick and doesn't require a degree in engineering to figure out. Intermediate, you've been out a few times and you want a little bit more comfort. This is where a rooftop tent, bigger ground tents, or even a truck bed tent setups start making sense. Advanced, you're the one that camps at all the seasons, all weather, and maybe even overlanding into remote areas. At this stage, you're looking for a 4-season tent, expedition grade rooftop tent, or even a full-blown trailer system. It's an investment, but it's built to handle anything you throw at it. Your type of adventure matters a ton when you're picking the tent. If you're just a quick weekend trip to the lake and you don't need expedition setups, then a ground tent would do just fine. But if you're heading to the snow, heavy rain, high winds, you're probably gonna want something a little bit more durable. Also, think how mobile you wanna be. Ground tents are easy if you plan on staying put. But if you're moving every day, a rooftop tent can be more convenient since it packs up quicker and keeps you off the ground. And finally, truck bed tents are a great in-between when it comes to bridging the gap between a rooftop tent and a ground tent. Now, I want to talk about something that doesn't get mentioned enough: big boy friendly tents. I'm talking about peak height, floor space, and just plain comfort. If you're tall, broad, or just have a little extra room, you're gonna hate squeezing into a small tent. Look for tents with at least a 6-foot peak height. If you want to stand up inside and check the dimensions before you buy. Rooftop tents can vary a bit in size too. Some are great for couples and others feel like you're sleeping in a shoebox. So bottom line though, make sure it actually fits you and anyone else you bring along with you. Camping should be about enjoying the outdoors and not folding yourself up like a pretzel every night. So to sum it up, picking the right tent comes down to 5 things: your budget, your rig, your experience level, your type of adventures you're heading out on, and making sure it's big boy friendly and comfortable. At the end of the day, your tent is more than just a shelter. It's your home away from home. Pick the right one and it'll make every adventure that much better. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what kind of tent you're running. I'd love to hear about it. Also, we want to thank Pittman Outdoors for supplying us with these tents today. They really make a great adventure that much better, guys. Check them out at pittmanoutdoors.com. Use promo code WANDERER for 15% off your order from Pittman Outdoors. And remember, guys, with Wonder Off-Road, you can't go wrong with that.